Hello all and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the 5.1 Phase 2 character and weapon banner, featuring two incredible 5-star characters, Nahida, the Dendro Archon herself, and Hutao, a powerhouse pyro DPS. We'll also explore their signature weapons and some exciting 4-star characters and weapons. I've previously created detailed build and F2P showcase videos for Nahida, so be sure to check those out. Keep an eye out for my upcoming Hutao video, which will be pinned in the comments and description for a deeper understanding of maximizing their potential. Now, let's jump right into the characters available in this banner and dive into whether these characters, constellations, weapons, and their refinements are worth your primogems. First, we have Nahida, a must-have Dendro character renowned for her exceptional support capabilities. She provides top-tier sub-DPS and excellent Dendro application to enemies, enabling most Dendro reactions. Nahida shines in single-target and AoE scenarios, making her invaluable for any team composition. As one of the top 3 characters in Genshin, she firmly holds her place as a top S-tier character. With her Constellation 2, she becomes even more powerful, making all Dendro teams incredibly lethal. However, as a F2P player myself, I wouldn't recommend going for constellations on 5-star characters, as those primogems can be better spent pulling for a variety of other characters. Speaking of which, let's move on to our next character. Next, we have Hutao, a powerful pyro DPS. While she may have dropped slightly in the rankings due to new competitors like Arlecchino, she still holds her ground as a solid A-tier character capable of dealing immense damage. Hutao truly shines in elemental infusion playstyles that focus on charged attacks, especially when paired with strong hydro off-field support. Thanks to the release of Xianyun, she's no longer constellation dependent and can now be enjoyed as a fun plunge DPS experience. If you're on the lookout for a strong pyro damage dealer, she's definitely worth considering. On the 4-star side, we have Sethos, a character with a unique playstyle but a mediocre performance as a main DPS. Sethos has 2 DPS styles, normal attack and charged shot, each with its own set of pros and cons. He requires higher constellations to unlock his full potential, and with Constellation 6, he ranks in the low B tier. If you enjoy playing him, he can synergize well with Nahida in a quick swap aggravate team. Otherwise, it may not be worth building him as a 4-star DPS character. Xingqiu is one of the best 4-star characters you can get, offering outstanding hydro support. His ability to apply hydro off-field makes him an amazing enabler for various team compositions, especially with Hutao and Nahida. Xingqiu brings a lot to the table: damage, elemental reaction setups, healing, and even damage negation, making him a valuable asset. He's a low S-tier character even at Constellation 0. And if you're lucky enough to get him to Constellation 6, you've unlocked one of the best supports in the game, fitting into nearly any team. Building him is a must for any team needing hydro support. Lastly, we have Kuki Shinobu, who has become a solid support character with the introduction of Dendro, especially the Hyperbloom reaction. She excels at applying Electro in AoE while providing reliable healing. When built with full elemental mastery, Kuki is one of the best Hyperbloom triggers and fits well in teams built around Nahida. At C0, she's a high A-tier character, and with her Constellation 2, she becomes an easy S-tier option due to the extended duration of her elemental skill. Additionally, beyond Hyperbloom, she is a decent healer and damage dealer for aggravate teams, making her a great support to build. Be sure to level her to 90, as this is crucial in both Hyperbloom and aggravate teams. Let's keep this weapon banner section brief. Staff of Homa is an excellent weapon and one of the best polearms for damage. It fits perfectly with Hutao, as its passive complements her kit beautifully. It's a must-have for many polearm DPS characters and an easy S-tier weapon, but the risk in pulling comes from the next weapon in this banner. 1,000 Floating Dreams is a decent support weapon, but its usefulness is pretty much limited to Nahida. Even for her, it's often better to aim for Constellation 2 rather than this weapon if you're after top-tier support. At best, it's a B-tier weapon, mainly due to its 5-star stats and decent passive. Lion's Roar is a decent 4-star option for characters like Kiking, Kea, Alhaitham, and Chlorinde. With its attack percent substat and average passive, it's an acceptable DPS weapon, B-tier, as a decent stat stick. Dragon's Bane is amazing if you're running Hutao or an EM Raiden for Hyperbloom. It's S tier for these two characters, but otherwise, it's a D tier weapon with little general use. Favonius Warbow is an S tier weapon simply because it's part of the Favonius series. Perfect for energy regeneration on characters like Yelan, Faruzan, and Venti. Eye of Perception lands in the low D tier. It's not very useful when Widsith exists, and it's barely average for attack scaling characters. Fruitful Hook is an interesting new option. If you have Xiangyun or any Claymore DPS characters, it provides an insane boost. Otherwise, it's mainly good for gaming, making it a niche weapon overall. B tier, with a unique use case. Here is the consolidated tier list for the characters and weapons. In conclusion, the banner itself offers very good options for complete F2P players. If you are planning to build pity on banners, it's highly recommended to build on such banners that provide good 4-star options that are easy to build and to clear endgame content. That's a wrap on the 5.1 Phase 2 character and weapon banner. Whether you're aiming for Nahida's Dendro prowess, Hutao's explosive pyro damage, or looking to add solid 4-star options to your roster, this banner has a lot to offer. Be sure to make informed decisions based on your team compositions and playstyle. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. We have more character showcases, team guides, and comparisons on the way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.